Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Harlem on Prime, currently streaming on Amazon Prime every Thursday. This is season 3, the final season, episode 2. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. So let's get into this episode. Okay, so in this episode, Camille starts her book. And we're getting to the point, I guess she's giving us a narration, all that good stuff. So we get the flashback of when the pregnancy was revealed. She does further tests, and she's 12 weeks pregnant. Now she was told that there was a 5% chance that she would get pregnant, and this is just totally new. And she's weighing her options because she doesn't know if she wants to keep the baby or not. You know, she has settled within herself that I can't get pregnant, so I don't want any children. But what if this is my only chance? And the doctor is going over with her all her options and all that. You know, talk to your mom, see if there's any type of genetic defects. You should treat this as this is possibly your only shot to have a baby. Of course, we know Camille. She overthinks. We know all that. That's our girl, you know. So the girls are out. They're waiting on Camille to get there. But anyways, Angie does announce that she has been cast as one of the main girls in Girls Trip, the musical. She's going to be playing Tiffany Haddish's character. Camille arrives, and then she hands out photos of the sonogram. And they're like, whoa, what do you want to do? Does that? I think Quinn was like, so does that mean that Ian is your person? And everybody's like, oh, just like me. We're tired of the Ian and Camille bullshit. You know? Are you going to tell Ian? I don't know if I really want to, you know? So they go over the pros and the cons of keeping this baby and also telling Ian. So Camille still wasn't decisive, but then she ends up texting Ian, just saying, "Can we talk?" He says, "I thought I was blocked. Why are you contacting me?" Da, 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 da. They ended off a bad patch at this point, you know. So she ends up texting the sonogram to him, and then he had all exclamation points, and then they meet. Is this all? So they're going back and forth about it. You know, Camille's trying to make her decision on what's up. You know, this is still my body. And he's like, well, I've been wanting to have children. Like, why can't we just co-parent? It's like, well, you got your thing going on with this girl. And all I could really think about was Derwin and Melanie and Janae. Derwin and Melanie got back together. Janae got pregnant. Derwin and Melody said it's fine, they're gonna be together. They get married. Of course, there was that inconvenience there. She ends up getting pregnant, I think, but I don't think that happened. Like, this is the BET years that are kind of out of my head. But anyways, that's all it was given. I'm like, Lord, all this complication over some, I say, irresponsible adults. She did admit that she allowed Ian to shoot up her club. She said only once. Okay, twice. Okay, 3 times. Let's just say that y'all were raw the whole time. And we're just going to stop with the BS. And Ian's upset is like, it's all this time that you have this 11th hour BS. He brings up, it just seems like you come in my life just to disrupt it every time. With the whole Amira thing, when I was getting engaged, and now you wanted to tell me at the 11th hour that you love me, da 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 da. And you know how that went. They got sued for wasting her time, and I don't blame Amira. Camille was like, look, we don't have anything to figure out. I do. And then she walks out on him. I don't know. This is a tough decision. He moved on with his life. I don't think that he should give up his new life for this. The baby is the one that's going to suffer the most out of this whole situation. That's my opinion on it. They were irresponsible. They never could let go. They never could. Always something was getting in the way. And now that the things that he wanted that she didn't think she could have, so she decided she didn't want, is finally coming true. And it's not fair to Portia for what's happening, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Angie is with her friend from the second season. I forgot his name. She lived with him for a good while. They're going over the lines of the musical. And it was about something being up her butt. Anyway, so Michael comes in and all that. They start talking about Camille being pregnant, and he is ready to get pregnant as soon as they get married. And Angie's like, I'm not thinking about children. He's like, why not? You know, she said, okay, we can have children. And the friend, he was a comic relief because he was sitting there giving his commentary as both of them were talking and arguing their points. She said, look, eventually we can have children, but I want to be successful. I want to do what I wanted to do before I have any children. So, hey. So, all of a sudden, Mike says, I gotta go. And they said, don't you watch footballs on these days? On this day? I think it's Sunday or whatever. And he said, yeah, but somebody wants to sell on this or to buy on this brownstone, and I got to get over there. Now, I already had spidey senses when he all of a sudden had to disappear on Angie during the girls' night out. If someone's saying that your normal routine is this and you're going to do something else, there's something up with Mike. And I think he's going to break Angie's heart. The guy is now seeming too good to be true at this point. He's rushing all this stuff and they're having some opposition. I don't think it's things that they have that are too tough that they can't really get over, but something else is going on. Angie's not noticing to the point that I think that she should, given, you know, she let that woman intuition come out, Angie, and see what's going on with this fella, because something ain't up, or something ain't right, in my opinion. So, but mark my word, something's about to come out about Michael. All right, so the girls come over, I think, to Camille's place, and they do a pros and cons thing. They put baskets out there. Yes to the baby, no to the baby, because they're thinking, oh, this is going on, that's going on, da 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 da, as to if she should have the baby. So after they throw all the balls in there, the baskets are both evenly full with balls. So the ladies just said, look, if you decide to keep the baby or don't keep the baby, we're going to be there for you. We're going to take you to your appointment if you want to not keep the baby. If not, we're going to be in the delivery room with you. Y'all didn't say that y'all were going to babysit. I didn't hear that. But basically, they're behind her, no matter what she decides. I think Ian had text, we need to talk, but she ends up taking a call from her mom. And her mom is no help at all. Camille tells her that she's pregnant and she's not fazed by that. It's just like, kind of like you're ruining her weekend. I said, what? I thought that there would have been, I thought there was a breakthrough between Camille and her mom. And her mom is on her trip and all this and don't really care. Like, so are you keeping it or not? Da, 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 da. It really wasn't much at all. And I was highly disappointed in her mom for doing that. Because it's just like, don't do that to her like that. I think she asked for if there were any defects and all that. She said, no, there isn't, I don't think. And don't blame this on me. Don't put this on me. It was just like, where are you coming with all of this? That was a daughter trying to come to their mother to connect with them, when you should have been celebrating or at least helping her in her decision on what she wanted to do. But it was all about you. So Camille comes to Ian's townhouse, and guess who opens the door? I forgot the character's name, but Bevy Smith, the actress, is there. And she's like, well, I'm really looking for Ian. There's just stuff I have to talk about. And she said, you don't think that we know? So he's telling people, no, I was actually in the loft when you were here saying all that. You better be glad it was me and not Regina. That's Ian's mother, which I thought would have been cool. but whatever. But I guess Camille gives a little reason as to why it's probably not a good thing that Regina does know, because they know how aloof and how disconnected Camille's mom, and they'll probably think that that's her. And that's also a fear of Camille being towards her own child. So I'm just calling her Aunt Bevy. I know she has a name on here. The summer of '93, this man was in her life, and this was right at the cusp of her career really taking off and what she wanted to do. He got her pregnant, and she decided to end the pregnancy. She made the choice to just live on with her life. And then Camille's like, "Oh, so you're telling me to end the pregnancy?" It's like, no, I'm not telling you to do that at all. I'm just telling you, you make the decision for yourself. There is life if you do actually do it, or if you decide to keep it. Go on and do what you need to do. Both her and Regina were reluctant to have children because of how their mother treated her. Ian came as a surprise, and Regina, who did not want any children, said, "Hey, I'm going to just go on and take this baby and do what I need to do." I'm saying it in a way that's probably not so sentimental or whatever, but just roll with me. She's just saying, look, I'm just going to take this chance, and I'm going to be a mother. So she says, there was just this profound thing that Aunt Bevy did say, that I said, even though we don't like what our mothers have done and the cycles that have gone on, but guess what? In this day and time, in 2024, probably it's 2025 us, we're breaking patterns. I said, there you go, Aunt. There you go, Auntie. We are breaking patterns. F what happened in your childhood. You're going to be better and greater than what happened to you. So this next scene messes me up because I'm like, what the hell? Ian and Portia are at the doctor's office. I think this is what Ian was texting the other day that he needed to tell Camille about, but she didn't answer anything, blah, 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 blah. She is going through in vitro the whole pregnancy process. I forgot what the term of it was, but she has at this point 3 boys and 1 girl. She has a choice to freeze the eggs now or to start getting pregnant now. And we find out that it's been hard for Portia to get pregnant, and she didn't even think that she could, but now that she does. And she's been trying to have children with Ian. I said, my God. So at the same time, they're getting all this news. Camille texts Ian to say that I'm keeping this baby, Daddy. I said, oh my God. That's quite complicated. Writers, please don't put Camille and Ian back together. I know she's... Ian then got an instant family, and that's cool or whatnot. I'm just like, don't put them back together. Let him and Portia do what they need to do. I think he can still be a father to this child. He's not a Nick Cannon. It wasn't his intentions to do that. It wasn't his intentions to do that. It just happened, So I don't know. It's a mess, and it's getting more complicated. But y'all, let me know in the comments. I thank you for coming here. Do y'all think something's up with Michael? Let me know. Anyways, like this video, share it, and you can subscribe if you are new. Until the next one, peace.